program correctly. I am high and I'm gonna make it everyone else's problem, and that's the first thing they're gonna hear on the playback VOD.
Okay. You're high. This could be interesting.
Oscar is not going to have a good evening.
Oh?
Are you prepared for a crushed pelvis?
No, because
Hey,
that's very
hey,
much
hey.
part of the relationship.
All right, damn it.
Vow of chastity! Fuck you!
Also, there are certain compatibility issues in the way of a crushed pelvis, but that's a different subject entirely.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Steve
I assure
strap
you,
on.
I have seen lesbian crush pelvis. It's possible.
We can make this happen.
Nope, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna ignore that.
Hi, Solo.
Hey, you're the one who brought it up.
I had a thought that I can't. Yep, can't share.
I am a sex positive channel. You are allowed to share whatever the hell you want. Though if you can't share it for personal embarrassment reasons, ha, I got you to blush.
No, I think it's for something else. Don't worry.
Who has the clickety clackety
Highly
keyboard?
acclaimed. Fiora
That would be
is
me.
doing Fiorally.
How am I doing? I am fighting fibromyalgia in the same methodology that a lactose intolerant person screams against the idea of not eating ice cream.
As we now we're live, I should go on to push to talk because I am also an owner of a clicky clack.
I'm just kind of laughing at the fact that I know that our lovely Albion over there just recoiled in the idea of what I just said.
To be honest, no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
That didn't faze me.
Yeah, I have to actually mute myself with my new mic setup because it's a much better microphone. But it is not attached to a headset. So my usual settings don't work very well.
Oh, well, that's why you sound so crisp.
Yes, indeed. I got an XLR mic working for various singing reasons.
For the sake of experimentation, there's a blank copy of the table with nothing in the middle, and then just as a try, go ahead and try and drop this next one in your objects folder and see if that lets you spawn it in.
Okay. I'm not doing that live on stream,
Oh, okay.
but I will do it if you remind me tomorrow because I will 600% forget about it tonight since I am
All right. You're also
currently loopy as hell, but I also know not to experiment with new technology or experimental technology while in the middle of streaming. There's a reason we did a VTuber test preview of my bird for an hour the night before.
I return with hydration.
Hydration.
Hell, hydrate.
I should go get tasty hydration. And stab the god of pain. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go kill a god.
I'm mostly drinking water right now because, well, it's good for my kidneys.
The army of Fiora has a new officer.
You know what else is good for kidneys?
Yeah?
Living.
Butter, herbs, and gravy.
Yeah? Really?
Ah, it's the old town. Dang it. Oh well.
Never thought of gravy as something that's good for the old kidneys.
Oh, this is a
Unless
way
you-
old save.
Unless you're talking about cooking and eating kidneys, like kidney pie.
That was, in fact, the joke I was making, yes.
But on Tish.
Now I want pie.
Ah, chicken run. I don't like gravy.
Ow. Thank you, Final Sight. I appreciate that.
Mm.
I have 6 days till I need to do mine again. Congratulations, Solar.
Oh, what did Solar do?
Hit level 79.
Ooh.
You are an awesome person.
Yay. Got Shiny Star over here making computer program called White Rabbit Object, and me staring at it like, no, 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 no. I know where this goes.
What did I do?
Hi, hi, hi. This bag of hugs for $5. Hold.
Hey.
Send this on whoever needs it more, most likely Moon's monsters, as they suck most of the time.
Because we know how the White Rabbit was late for an important date.
Manzabi did not get the joke.
I thought it was a joke about the Alice in Wonderland rabbit.
The army of Fiora has a new officer. Welcome, son.
That was my VTuber avatar dancing, chat. That was not fireworks, I assure you. Yes, I
The
already have
avatar
it
should be-
open. I have to do announcements and stuff. Because tomorrow after stream, I get to stay up and record half the night. Yay.
That's right, folks. Fee is a masochist.
The
Thank you, Tom.
Welcome, son.
Keep hitting me. Make that hype train go. I know I don't sound super enthused. I'm high as fuck. I'm trying to find the enthusiasm. It's really difficult right now. Ugh.
Okay, folks, let's get that hype train going. Let's keep it going. Fee's feeling a bit shitty and needs all the hype we can give her. So let's get that hype train going. And I'm really running out of ways to sound false enthusiast, but I'm going to keep this running sentence going for as long as I can, because comedy is all about extension, and no, this really isn't working. I'm going to shut up now. Wait, hang on, cantaloupes. No, random words doesn't help. Okay, I'm shutting up now.
I cast Boo.
There we go. I'll throw a little coin in to get the hype train moving a bit.
Woohoo!
Hype train. Well, in the immortal words of our dearly departed Ozzy Osbourne, all aboard!
The Army of Fiora has a new officer. Welcome, son.
I mean, let's face it. Every Wednesday
Thank you,
night,
Thesseral. Thank you, Solar.
Of course, I'm always happy to help.
Welcome, son.
Tom, what I want would cost a few $1,000s, so I will settle for. Can I make enough tonight to get groceries? The answer is maybe.
The Army of Fiora has a new officer. Welcome, son.
And tomorrow, the answer will be: can I make enough money to pay my video editor to start to make all the series that we need to start making? The answer will be possibly.
The Army of Fiora has a new officer. Welcome,
and
son.
a wild aphid has appeared.
Hello, hello.
Ah, God, he's loud.
Oh my goodness,
Oh, hey.
Mala.
I'm
Well-
actually in tabletop sim. I need to update my character sheet.
Wait, did we get XP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
700 and yeah, thank you. 740.
How
Hey,
much?
Fee,
How
are you
much
sure
XP do you
can't
guys
load
have?
the town I made? I'm at like 5,200.
What?
Hey, Fee.
No, I cannot. I am not experimenting with stuff live on stream. That's not happening.
Yeah, 5200 is correct for the total EAPS gate, or should be.
I'm at 4210.
Oh.
Ooh, so you're short the last 2 experience point dumps then.
I'm adding this most recent XP dump. I'm at 5,140, so I'm missing 60, I think.
Yeah.
I think I got 60 because of my one nightly escapade.
That would make
yeah,
sense.
that would be. I'm not sure why I ended up with 5200, but I did.
Look, the Birch. We had Gay Pride Month. We had Gay Wrath Month. Now it's gay love and fuck month. So fuck me with those gay unicorns as hard as you can. I've said my piece.
Remember, Fee is high as a kite.
Alright, so that gives me 1,000 XP to spend. Oh no. It gives Maury 500. That's that's an interesting problem to have. Moon is giving out way too much XP. Anyway, personal opinions
I've been
aside.
in. Yeah.
What do I have left to get before I have to move to another class? Oh, things and stuff. I could speak words, but I'm not
Can you? Are you
gonna.
certain?
Don't judge me.
I don't judge. I don't need to judge you.
I've already judged myself as guilty.
Bing! Got it in one.
I don't care about anyone's opinions but my own. Unfortunately, I think I'm a piece of shit.
Albion, it's got the right tone for me tonight. Okay. So, willpower's done. I need to take the int advance. Lucia is now not the... Actually, Lucia's kind of smart now. That's kind of weird to say. Especially for an alcoholic.
What's her in?
About a 50.
Oh, compared to the townsfolk
Nice.
and everybody, you're a brainiac.
Okay. That's handled. We got that, we got that, we got that. Okay, now I need to look at skills. Because that's the thing I gotta do. I'm gonna have to talk through all of this to make sure I stay on topic. I'm not apologizing. Academic knowledge check. Channeling check. Command or intimidate? Intimidate. Common knowledge, Kislev, yes. And magic sense, also yes. And navigate or read and write. I took read and write. Okay. And outdoor survival or ride. I took ride. And I took both. Okay. Speak language. I speak a language. Cool-headed, yes. Lesser magic. Possibly? Yes. Okay. Oh, any three. So what did I take here? Hey, Maury, what are my new spells? Oh, okay. That answered that question. Where is right book? Realm of Sorcery. You know, both books I have to open are called starts with realm. I may as well just open realms. All of the realms. Unleash the realm.
You are an awesome person.
Okay, that leads into that. That's not what I want. Not kawaii. Oh, Nick, you betray me. I hate you. Okay. Skill.
Pardon me, my friend. I'll
Whatever
be right
that.
back. I need to grab dinner.
Okay. Oh, food. Food sounds great. Okay, so I should have armor. And then the last one is dispel. Okay. And I need to take off the XP for the. Alright, so down to 600. And then I need to type all of this in here. That's and a dab of holy water.
You are an awesome person.
Okay. It's a moon.
Yep, it's a me, Moonio.
What are you doing?
More like how
Regurgitating a lung like it's my number 4.
Oh. That sounds awful.
It's just a dry cough.
Just a dry cough, he says.
I'm fine as long as I don't stand up and attempt stairs.
Uh-huh. Do we believe him?
Nope.
Provisionally, due to him anything else to do.
I'm fine. I just can't, wantonly attempt stairs.
Okay. So. I'm going to do a thing. Then Cletus is going to do a recap, and then we're going to get started. All right?
You do that thing.
Wow. That's awkward. Hi. That was not supposed. This is not sized correctly.
Vodka soaked toke. I want that.
What?
You really
Read what
don't,
Ratcliffe
and it
posted.
won't burn at all, or it will burn like.
Okay, so vodka soaked toke implies that they know about the character I was playing Sunday named Toke. And I do not want to soak that owl bitch in vodka. That is. Hold on. Leap motion's not on. People can't see my hands. I'm an idiot. Starts with a U.
Show us where your hands are.
There we go. Okay. Are we good? Okay. Yeah, now that implies I do not want to see that owl bird soaked in vodka. That would go poorly for everyone, including her.
At first I thought you had mismatched buttons, and then I realized those are gym badges.
I mean,
You just now realize these are Pokemon gym badges?
As a rule, I attempt not to stare at tits.
I'm
It's been
sorry,
years and years
Doodle.
of discipline.
I heard you talking for a second, and I realized I interrupted you, and I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment about feathers and why we don't give feathers alcohol or any other type of drug.
Why don't we give Feathers alcohol?
Also saying it.
Because then she might go woof because she's already flammable due to her feathers.
I hate you. Druid noises.
God, our group is so racist.
Anyway.
Sunday group is so racist.
Oh, God, I cracked my fingers. Mistakes were made. Right, announcements. So, regular streaming
That's why I
starts...
couldn't fucking hear Doodle.
Regular streaming starts tomorrow. As planned. Assuming I am not in gratuitous amounts of pain. And we will be doing Final Fantasy XIV on Saturdays only from now on, but it will be every Saturday for extended periods of time, and I will get to torture myself and everyone else involved. We miss you, Hachafont. We miss you a lot. Anywho, thing. Right. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for your patience. Over on yonder YouTube channel, I'm gonna start reviving that son of a bitch, and I need your help because that means you have to hit like buttons and leave comments so the stupid algorithm god does what we want it to and pushes the video to other people. So with that in mind, you can expect your first series Monday, and there will be a video every single morning. And I will remind you. At least every single morning that I can drag Ian over and pay him $30. Which means you guys need to make sure I have the money to pay the editor to do the thing. Because we're going to start the chain. Anyway. That's literally what it cost me to make a video is $30. I wish that was a joke. Between electricity and paying the editor, that's how much it costs. Those are the announcements. I'm high as fuck. Cletus, do your thing before I change my mind.
Okie dokies. Well, everybody, last session, the battle wound down. The beasts were beaten. The demon was defeated. And the walls were getting repaired. And this start of returning used equipment was started back so the Duke would have his armory full again. Because after all, they were only supposed to have those weapons just for the battle. Just to speed things up rather than have them rush back to their manor, get their weapons and armor, and then rush back out. Good.
Hey, no dying. That's my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have it for orders on high. You're not allowed to die.
Anyway, so the party will be able to be free to enjoy some time off, get some food, get some rest, talk to each other, talk to other beings in the town, and not have to fear for their lives. Especially since I believe this was Oscar's first demonic intervention.
Second.
Incorrect / demon random encounter that someone bought.
Well, yeah, but the Slanesh demon wasn't anything like this big beastie.
I was going to say, to be fair, that one just had Rodalin's hips. It didn't have literal wings.
I mean, it was
So
quite
true.
a big demon, so you didn't want to actually get too close to it.
To be
Although
fair,
Thus
we
did.
might have preferred literal wings.
So, anyway, with that in mind, we shall see what kind of a day that this group is going to have in town. And I will let Moon take it from there.
Hot potato.
Fiora, your introduction.
All right. Uh, Hi everyone. Um, I suppose you all want to see the game board. That is the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Hi. Uh, I am Lucia Blick tonight. I am very intoxicated. Don't worry, it's only going to get worse because I took more drugs before we started. Next person.
I believe.
I'm muted. I did the whole thing, and I'm muted. Uh, this is great. Tonight's wonderful. Aya ar me govenen, nia esse doodle ar ital tehesaru fiera non lustria. Or in English and not bastardized Sindarin, hello and well met. My name is Doodle, and tonight I will be playing Thesserau, the human of Lustria. Next.
Okay. Why is there a house dancing in the background of the screen? Is that me or and just being high or was someone moving a house?
No, the house was being moved by someone with a purple aura, which means Doodle. Although I need you to know there was a part of me that desperately wanted to deny having seen the house move for the sake of the bit.
Y'all saw a
did
house
not,
move?
my hands were not even on my mouse.
What you're saying is there's an imposter among us.
God damn it! Purple is an imposter.
Purple is sus.
Susarau. In any case, good evening, everybody. I, as always, have the pleasure to be Albion, and this evening I shall be playing my usual role as Oscar Hertzsprung, minor noble of the family Hertzsprung of Wissenland and Nuln, and hopefully this session will be less stressful than the last infinity.
One can pray.
On to the next.
I am Rental Aphid, and tonight I will be playing your Rodolin the Wandering Prophet and Crow Speaker. With many a project left to tarry to, and a bit of motivation to do so, considering there is a whole fucking demon that dropped on. But yes, we will see where that takes us this evening. As hopefully my friends will not be in such frequent danger.
Oh. Hello, I'm Shiny Star, and I'm playing Sir Andre Morehire, Bretonian Knight. And quite excited that we've managed to repel the siege on this town, and more to get the town back in working order and save those who can be saved within the city. Pass along the talking stick.
I am Lynn Zobby, and I'm the voice of Cletus. And I'm beginning to think that it's becoming a normal every Wednesday shtick where I have to go Knick to wake him up. Moon.
He's lost in dreams of valor.
Bonjour à tous, je suis Moon la Cantus. Bienvenue à la séance de ce soir.
Yes.
Infected by French.
Just for the record, I'm not relearning German for Reichsspiel. You're all on your own.
That's fine, I will. Hi, I'm Moon. I am the ST for tonight. Thank you for being here. This is not a direct translation, I am paraphrasing.
Alright, man. It's all yours. I'm gonna turn off my VTuber now, because I don't think I need it. Even though seeing Bird Lady gives me euphoria. Yay!
I can't even see Bird Lady.
Do we have a moon?
Yes, I am here. Hello.
Okay, fine. I will push my computer's ability to do a damn thing to its absolute limit.
let's see, as I remember correctly, which
Your gang
is
sign.
doing a, I'm gonna say, which is doing a lot of heavy lifting, given the fact that my brain is a mesh sieve. The borders had properly been repelled. The handful of beast folks still inside the town had been slain, or in a very few scant cases, ow, that was a bone. In a very few scant cases captured, though it's not like they were talking. Um, and yes, as the delirium of drunkenness in your heads had mentioned, the town guard, but moreover, a lot of the town stewards, day laborers, and such had begun fortifying where they could, shoring up defenses. Thankfully, the Centigores had mostly been using lances or heavy stones. A few of the Gores and Ungores had crude battering rams, which is how they managed to get through the gates, but had largely left the bulk of the stone walls intact. Instead, it seems that they had found weak spots in the wall or in the city's defenses and exploited them. The day would come and go without much to do, and the town would be able to pass into some very well-earned rest that evening. The morning would come with the sound of several town criers announcing the current casualty counts, but it would be contested with mentioning the scores of beast folk that had been slain as well. But as the next day arrives, the important question remains, are you all sleeping in or attempting to get up early? As, well, oh right, the worst of order.
Rodlin definitely needs to get up early. Old man though he be and needing his sleep, he has a lot of promises to keep to various birds. And so he needs to get started early.
Yeah, he's gonna be busy with some birds for a bit. Admittedly, it would make sense that a chorus of the sparrows and starlings had gathered outside his window, alternating notes until they were able to call out, "Rattling! Rattling!"
Not sure. Hello?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, go on.
It was just a really loud noise right in my ears. Yeah, I'm not sure what this has got planned in the immediate aftermath. She's probably going to get up early, but probably going to not be immediately present around the manor house.
Is she staying at the house or heading outside of it? You don't have to tell me where, and you can even IM me the answer. I just need to know for bookkeeping. What of the Nulnian rifle and the Bretonian shield? Sleeping in, resting up.
Personally, I would probably be up pretty late handling the securing of the city and
No, that
making
makes
sure all that
perfect sense.
information gets back.
In other words, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish with Andre.
I was just going to say, in other words, he's catching up on sleep the next morning.
Yeah, probably.
Sounds good.
Oscar gets up pretty much as soon as he's achieved as much sleep as is healthy, and is back up at work on Damas Dron pretty much immediately.
Give me an errant toughness roll, would you?
Sure.
Thank you.
Uh, 42, which is half a degree of failure.
Okay. So he'll end up sleeping in just a little bit, basically 9 hours instead of 8, but not so much that he's burned through a good chunk of the day or anything.
So Moon, I was wondering why I wasn't hearing you.
Yup,
And
that was
yeah.
the same. Yup, that was. I'm like, what? Wait, we've been cutting off Doodle? I haven't heard Doodle say a peep.
Yeah, no. Apparently I'm still muted from. I still had you muted from Gen Con because we were in the same room.
They say that lead is one of the densest materials known to mankind, but that is not true. The attention span of the tired gamer is a somehow denser material. Because I also forgot to unmute you.
Tired gamers with ADHD.
Alright, and Lucia. Mori'd get up roughly about the same time the birds came to wake up Rodolin, but he'd stay. Why are you? What in the hell? Okay, that was wild. Mori'd stay nearby, largely resting off the other day, but he's not able to sleep too well.
Lucia's in the floor sleeping on Mori. She doesn't move. She's not.
That's why Mori's not sleeping too well.
She's not outside in the outdoors. She's not in the wild. She's not an immediate threat. She's got a roof over her head. Nah, fuck it. She's not getting up. It'll be like the crack of 10:30 before she bothers to wake up.
So I have two things to do this morning. I have to go through the house's library and look for a book. Actually, 2 books. This. In the manor. This is like going through the manor's library.
Excellent.
And after going through the manor's library, looking for and hopefully finding the book I'm looking for, we'll probably go and keep Oscar company while he works.
Alright. I will cycle back around to the house in a moment. Rodolin, you were woken up early by some birds who were definitely not about to allow you to weasel out of your end of the deal. So
Yes, dear ones. I'm coming. He says.
make
He dramatically gets his bird petting brush out.
they would not so much an orderly line, but they form up in an orderly swarm around the wizard, eyeing down some of the stray townsfolk who happen to be walking or limping by. You would be able to hear sporadically as the hours tick past a couple of combatants from the day prior. Just, oh, it's those birds again. Good bird, nice bird. Please don't eat me, bird. As you hear the sound of footsteps turn around in the way they came.
Hi, this bag of hugs for $5 is sold.
I bestow
Yay! Thank you for the Holy 13. We're maxed out on fate points, everybody.
Holy shit. Rodolin, please. What is this? I can't tell. I can't remember if the name of the skill is Sense Magic or Magic Sense. That's what it's called.
Yes. Ability to
All
sense. I need to get these cards fixed. Okay, come on.
I'm
Come on.
unable to collect. I'm still getting my computer to cooperate. I will roll in Roland.
I was gonna say, if need be, I can fling around some dice for you, but if you can access Roland, that works as well.
31. 4 degrees of success. Oh,
Okay.
wait, 3.
Okay, still. About, let me see. D10.
I am.
All right. About halfway through the larger blackbirds and such, having managed to get through a bunch of the smaller birds and the handful of sparrows and smaller birds of prey, they would look at each other, the birds, I mean, about the same time, all in unison, as if a sound was issued out a little too high pitched or quiet for the wizard to be able to pick up. All of the birds, save for the one Rodolin would have been immediately brushing, the couple that were next in line, and a stray turkey vulture that just seemed to be pecking at a stone, all took to the skies almost at once in unison and began to fly up and away towards, well, given the direction, towards the forests.
Rodlin raises one bushy eyebrow. If you would excuse me for just one moment, he says, going and quickly fetching his staff before returning, resting it against his left shoulder.
I was going to say, do you open the door to the manor or just reach back to pick up something?
I'll probably reach back.
Okay.
No, he probably no. He reached back.
Okay. Either one makes as much sense. I just wasn't sure if he'd taken it outside. The birds all, or the handful of birds left, clamber around the wizened wizard, huddling closely. And off in the distance, there would be a strange gathering of energies. Not so much a brewing storm, rather the coalescing of energy moments before a spell is cast. Got one round until something happens.
Look at my spells real quick. That is concerning. Actually, he's going to get down. I haven't used this spell yet. Going to get down on one knee while covering his face with covering most of his face. He's actually going to deliberately shield himself and the birds with his cloak.
Nice.
Then he's going to cast Lens on the Sky.
Ooh.
Where did my?
Gonna zoom
Oh no,
over.
I set my phone down amongst that I had the disconnected from server time. Curse it.
It's okay. It is.
Do we need to do like a fundraiser marathon for me to replace your computer?
That would, I mean, I can at least, I only am having trouble fixing. That would be very kind of you. However, I don't think it's quite irreparable yet. I simply need to get this fucking SSD to connect. My hard drive is dying. That's the problem. And I bought an SSD and I'm trying to plug it in so I can transfer all my stuff over.
Oh
It
no.
won't. It refuses to acknowledge that there is an SSD plugged in.
Okay, there is no spell requiring a lens in that one, so it's probably Realms of Sorcery. Come on. Come on. So what is the spell he's actually attempting to cast?
Lens on the Sky is a spell that projects that conjures effectively an arcane magnifying glass in front of him. And it effectively lets him see whatever is happening, and it effectively lets him see whatever is happening at a distance much closer. In fact, it's literally basically just a magical telescope.
Also, what?
I was like, all right, I'll move.
What book is that out of?
It is under Realms of Sorcery. And I have found my phone. It was stuffed underneath a paper, and I'm loading it. So it should be Lore of Life, Lore of Fire, Lore of the Heavens, Lens on the Sky, casting number 8.
That is half action. This would give you the full plus 20. Since this isn't anything you wouldn't be able to know without, if you were there, you'd be able to experience at point or close range. As the spell scans out into the sky, there would be a reflected glimpse of a scene far away. The inset cells of what appears to be a witch hunter's personal quarters, and what appears to be a Norsican in a hat about a size too small, interrogating
Wait, is this the same
what.
one I saw that one time?
Yes. Interrogating what appears to be a centaur. It's beaten, battered, missing one of its legs. It looked like it was dragged in here by the throat. And you hear it start, or you can see its mouth move. It unfortunately doesn't magnify sounds, only visual effects. So
Yes.
it's difficult to tell what's being said between the two, but the gist that you get is one is attempting to get information from the other, and the centaur's mouth begins to open a small trickle of blood from the side as it spits something on the ground, and you see what appears to be almost a shock wave come from its mouth. It's moving slow. It seems to be slightly dilated by the effect of the magic. But the Witch Hunter seems to be thrown backwards slightly. Those in exterior rooms seem to be thrown backwards. Oh,
Hmm.
sorry, not by the throat, by the back legs. But even then, it very much looks like this is its last act of not so much defiance as you've never seen a beast folk look. Hard to tell if it's scared or just having been beaten stupid, but it utters something. It seems to go limp. You have a half action.
Okay. Just to confirm what I just saw, I saw a Norskin looking
A Norskin witch hunter. He earned that hat.
Norskin witch hunter. Hmm. Oh, I was gonna make an awful joke at that. But Norskin witch hunter. Norskin witch hunter interviewing a centaur, which has just cast a spell or done some sort of utterance that is creating a shockwave.
Yeah, and you know enough about magic that it did not cast something.
I see.
Nausicaan Witch Hunter. It's just that fashion-wise, though, the bulging biceps don't quite go well with the hat.
Hmm. I want to put the awful joke I was gonna put into no mic real quick, just so y'all understand.
The birds seem to be freaking out a bit more.
Yeah, the birds freak out. I'm actually going to escort. I'm going to. I don't have I don't have a dispel. Is it too far for a dispel or any counter magic?
Yeah, it is on the. Well,
I mean, I suppose if it matters at all, I do have that projection.
You want me to
yes and no. It is
Yeah.
too far away for something to be done at the source, but given that you're not caught off guard by this, you'd be able to do something locally.
I'm going to I want to spend one. Would I be able to spend? I'm going to spend one of my fate points for an extra half action.
All right.
That hack action is going to be to open the door and tell the birds to get inside.
They're already inside. That door
Oh,
opens, they
okay.
start flapping.
Good. Then I'm going to, and in so doing, he'll. Is anyone gonna hear? Brace! That might be magic. And he's going to put his staff defensively in front of himself and attempt to do some sort of dispel that whatever is happening out there, if it's a blast or something negative, prevent it from getting to affect as much of it. Put as much of as much of this house and as much around it as he can manage.
Okay.
He wants to dispel and counter magic if it's a blast or something dangerous.
All right. As you draw forth the staff, throw the house open, a wave makes its way over the city. It's not a spell per se, but a singular utterance. Something your ears refuse to translate. Give me a willpower roll, please.
Certainly, and I'm actually in tabletop. I got tabletop to work now, so.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm going to fate point. This time I have to pull from the audience because I can't use mine to re-roll into. Thank you, good glorious audience.
Okay. Popping
Fate
it.
point that.
But,
Acha.
that's
Oh,
a 94.
well,
That's
that made
somehow
it
worse.
Okay. So the instead of conjuring forth an arcane tower shield, the most Rottlin's able to manage is essentially an arcane buckler.
Yeah.
As the wave of dark speech comes uttering over the town, the mage would find himself launched backwards into the house, the effect hitting him and stopping, bouncing him backwards as though he'd been punched by a minotaur.
Do I take any damage?
No. I mean, his pride does, but
Fair.
Wait, Rodolin has pride?
Depends.
all
Are you
men have
asking?
pride.
I was gonna say you couldn't tell by the rainbow robes.
All right, he takes 2 points
Oh,
of
true.
pride damage.
Ow, my pride!
Yep. The
I'm slightly less gay now.
We wizards have our
the
pride. Oh god, my pride!
the butler
Mhm.
comes floating. The butler comes floating through the wall. Master Rodolin, why are there all of these birds? What happened to you?
Spell. Or offensive spell. Dark speech. Very unpleasant. Not entirely certain the purpose of it, but doesn't seem to have besmirched me any more than it besmirched my ability to stand for a moment. It's going to stand up. Dust him is going to pry him, stand up, dust himself off, and survey the outside.
I wonder why
See if
someone yelled the equivalent of Minotaur Milker at the house. Ugh.
Rodlin stops surveying the surroundings and gives him a "you fucking what, mate?" look. Fucking you fucking what?
It's not a direct one-to-one, but the whatever was hurled across the town, it was some kind of a title, some kind of a rank or a name. I have no idea exactly what. It doesn't translate directly, and in life I never bothered to learn how to speak that infernal tongue, just enough to recognize some of its greatest hits.
I see. And it said something Minotaur milk.
No. Something about Minotaur, but I didn't quite catch the rest of it.
Well,
Milk or mage or mother. Unfortunately, they all sound roughly the same.
well, that is to be understood. Certainly makes sense. Fortunate. He's going to look up, turn around back outside, and continue his prior
There
attempt
are
to survey.
there are townsfolk. He doesn't even have to use the lens for this. There are townsfolk in some of the nearby houses who were not nearly as lucky as the braced mage. They seem to just be almost screaming incoherently. A couple of them are trying to bounce their head off of the wall, though most of them largely just seem to be running around trying to find fallen beast folk bodies. A few others are just kneeling on the ground, staring up at the sky and cackling like they've been told the funniest joke in the world. Now, as for the rest of everyone in the house, going about your
Yeah.
day to day, going about your day to day things. Um, Oscar attempting to forge continuing work on a fire or on a rotary cannon, I should say. Um, Andre catching some proper sleep. Esperance also catching some proper sleep. Lucia unconscious in Maury's fur, and Thesserau in some Thesserau quest to do her Thesserau best to get her problems off her Thesserau chest.
I want to be the very best.
Would hear more or less what appears to, or what would sound like an angry gust of wind blowing over a dwelling. It doesn't sound like anything's broken. It doesn't sound like anything was knocked over outside. It just sounded like momentarily the manor was caught in a wind tunnel.
That's unusual. Been here for 5 weeks almost, and
You'd also probably. Oh, I'll DM.
And I have to run outside to help someone out of a van. So,
Okay.
yep, you all are welcome to continue RP. I was just going to say, you are welcome to continue RPing. It is, in addition to the wind gust going over the house, those of you who aren't sound asleep would also hear Rodolin be launched back into the estate.
And after
At
he
the
gets up, if you aren't already gone.
I was going to say, at the wind blast, Oscar just raises an eyebrow. Then, when he hears the crash and thump, he immediately is out of his chair and grabbing the pistol from the workbench beside him and loading it immediately.
Who am I murdering for disturbing me?
I am grabbing the book that I have just hopefully located and coming rapidly down the stairs from the library.
Oscar
As you're
leaves his
moving out,
workshop.
you see Rodolin stepping out of his room just a few seconds later, after with a very wide-eyed look under his bushy brows, as he's also going to be heading downstairs.
I thought you were already downstairs and pushed back into the building.
Well, I would be, but I was on my porch, or my balcony, which is
okay.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
Rodolin, are you okay?
Yes, quite. But there's. Are you all right?
I heard a sound of wind and not much else.
There was some sort of foul magic. There's a plague of madness. I need to check on the others.
Okay. I think if we were all inside, we might be protected.
One could hope. So you're
I'll
here.
check on. Go check on. I think Lucia's still. I haven't heard her up and
Right.
about. Check on Lucia. I will head downstairs. I have no idea what Andre is. I will find Oscar. He's probably in his workshop.
Oscar would probably
He's
arrive
watching-
at this point. He is.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, he's in his workshop overalls. He's holding the 3-barrel pistol, and he still has a blacksmithing hammer in his offhand because he just didn't put it down in his rush to come out here.
Okay.
You're well.
Okay. You seem
good.
okay and not mad.
Subjective. What? Why? How? Who?
Okay.
Lucia's
Dark
door opens.
Centaur. Potential plague of madness. I'm checking the house. I tried to protect the house as much as I could, but the effort threw me to the ground. Oh, Lucia. Oh, hello, Lucia. I'm gonna old man hobble over. Are you well? Are you simply just?
She's dressed in an undershirt and pants. I'm just waking up.
Maniacally.
I got really, really drunk last night.
Okay. Well, I'll pass your care to Feth. I need to.
Who
They can explain what I just explained.
or wait.
I need to find out.
Right. Looks at this. Who or what has made me wake
Rodolin
up?
hurries off to try and find Henri.
one voice, please. I'm having trouble tracking everybody talking at once.
Rodlin scurries off to find Andre after passing after passing Lucia to Thess's care.
Awesome. Thank you. I heard Fee speaking, but couldn't make out what she was saying. So, if you would not mind, Fee.
Who or what has dared to make such a racket to wake me up and make me have to endure a hangover?
Okay, we'll have to get you something for dealing with the hangover, and apparently someone cast some kind of dark magic that hit the city, but we in the manor house here appear to be fine. Sebastian, hangover tea, little bit of willow bark, some lavender, and water. Thank you. Apparently, it could be a plague of madness. Rodlin attempted to defend the house and was thrown back into it. That's probably the racket you heard.
Could we get 24 quiet hours?
I keep hoping. I was hoping to have a nice day just reading. Don't think I'm going to get that.
Andre, I'm sorry.
I come out in the usual workout attire of just pants and boots, and I have my sword, and I'm like, who goes there?
Oh, there you are. You see Rodlin scurrying up as if you, having already passed his staff to his offhand as he is about to knock on your door. Well, there was a slight concern. Slight. I felt a gathering of power, and some foul thing off in the distance. It appeared like it was attempting to cast some magic. Or, cast is not the right word. It invoked some sort of magic. And the magic it emitted a powerful blast that seemed to drive most who encountered it mad. I saw some havoc on the streets. I wanted to check if they were. I tried to defend the house but you might have heard me being thrown about a moment ago.
Are you okay?
Oh, yes, well, these old bones are more limber than all the exercise I've been at lately has kept these old bones limber enough that I felt no major harm. Unfortunately, so that checks out. That's all of the people. That's all of your apprentice, your squire. Where is he safe? Is he sane?
I'll go take a look for him. And I
Well,
need him anyways. I need to get dressed in armor today, apparently.
It is. I don't know how severe the effects are yet. They might be. It might just be a temporary passing effect, but I care not for taking chances on such matters of. I care not for taking chances on such matters of sanity. I'll be outside. He says, catching the hot tip of his hood as he nods his head fast enough that otherwise his head would have slipped out of his hood if he didn't hold it down to his nod.
Seems the next force of darkness is coming to throw themselves upon our blades.
Oh, quite indeed. Blades, spell, and I suppose claw. He says, his voice slowly diminishing as he walks away. As he's scurrying away. I suppose claw for our dear for dear Mori. And it's this point where I would need the DM because having believed the house is mostly secure, Rodlin would scurry back past the group to go outside.
And I need Sage to make sure he's okay, and then 2 for him to cram me into armor potentially. Such is a squire's duty. And if we're waiting on Moon anyways, let me go get some coffee.
Understandable. Well, for while we're waiting, Rodlin, when he passes back to the group, he's going to walks back up to the group where if they are all still in the same place, he will say, if all three of them are still in the same place, he will say, Andre is fine. I believe your thesis was correct. He's currently checking on Sage now. And I think our noble lady guest might be hopefully I do hope she seems like she might be a little more resilient to these things.
Is she still
Possibly.
here? Do you think that she may have?
Yes.
Duh.
Well, I suppose it'd be worthwhile checking on her, but I'm going to go out and see if I can assess the damage, see if the madness is lingering or temporary.
The rest of us should prepare as well. Which reminds me, Lucia,
Eh.
if we're going to be potentially dealing with a problem, you might want to do it in something other than your small clothes.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought someone was at the door, someone bad, and clothes take time. I'll go put on clothes.
No, I completely understand, but now that there is not an immediate threat, perhaps protection may be in order.
No, you're right. Do we have coffee?
I'm sure I
Working
can.
on
I'm
it.
sure I can get some brewed. Thessera was working on it.
Lucia's going to go get dressed while trying to ignore the fact that bright light hurts.
You should consume a raw Aaron as well. Good for such things.
Did he just suggest I consume a raw bird?
Something like that.
Oh,
Let me
egg.
go
Egg
and
is.
get the tea and the I'll be back.
Sorry. I had the random idea that Bretonia probably does not have the probably calls eggs Aaron because that's the old English word for it, and that caused a lot of confusion at one point.
I will not consume her raw heron. That sounds disgusting and disease-ridden and potentially fatal.
No, you crack one right into the morning ale. Which, speaking of, you should have a morning ale. The
She very
hair of the
much
dog,
should
as it were.
I think Thessera's tea or coffee idea is perhaps better.
She goes to get dressed. She doesn't say anything else at this point. She's not sure if she wants to punch Andre or not.
Time to process. Am I angry because of the hangover, or am I actually angry?
Am I angry because his voice causes my ears to hurt right now, or am I actually upset with him?
We don't know yet.
There are some mysteries that not even Lady Verena knows. Though the mention of our Sylvanian guest does remind me we really need to work out what to do about her.
Rodlin would comment, but by now he is going out to us. He will have scurried off.
Yeah, I think it's just me and Andre in the corridor at this point.
That would be correct. Thess is off making coffee and tea. Lots of coffee and tea.
Dare we have a banter moment?
It's always time for banter.
Fair enough. Ah, Oscar, you're up bright and early, I say while like yawning and drinking morning beer.
Well, I've been hard at work on rearming us for our next expedition down into the dark.
Ah, yes.
Well, that reminds me, I have a query about the Bretonian Code of Chivalry as it pertains to missile weapons.
Oh, go forth. I can answer any questions about that if you wish.
Does the level of unchivalrousness increase exponentially or laterally with rate of fire?
Sorry, I'm trying to actually think of a good answer for that.
That's like the best fucking line to come back to.
Oh god, it was amazing.
I would assume that each shot is a dishonorable act, so a higher rate of shooting would produce greater dishonor. So exponentially, yes.
Excellent. If everything goes well, Thess or A-OwO will be getting very unchivalrous on some Skaven next time we go down there.
Well, I doubt there's much chivalry to be had with their kind. They're more likely to stab you in the back when you're sleeping. Although I heard you were quite brave, as well as Thess or A-OwO, of course. But I heard you were willing to lay down your life to protect those in the town. It's quite admirable. Not just anyone would do that.
It's just what needed to be done. I wouldn't ascribe courage to it.
And Andre will kind of cross his arms and be like, yet you were the one doing it, and not someone else from the town.
Not everyone else spent half a decade being trained in the ways of warfare by the Dowie. I have some advantages that the common man doesn't.
Indeed. I am glad to have you at my back.
I'm glad to have you back, Sir Andre.
What do you think we could do about the creatures down below? Are you still thinking about fashioning a bomb from their warpstone devices?
I'm inclined to think that turning their own firepower on them will be the best approach, especially if this gate that they're working on needs to be destroyed. This way we remove the tainted material and their project and several farmers' gross of Skaven all in one go if it all goes well.
Yes. Say, is there?
The vampire leading them, that may be more down to yourself, I fear.
Well, the Lady's Light will surely lead my strikes against the creature, though I do wonder if the Beastmen, the Skaven, and the Undead are all plotting with chaos and demons. What other threats loom in your cities? What else is left out there?
Oh, you mean besides ourselves with the whole fractured civil war that's lasted for several hundred years thing?
Yes. Well,
Or there's the
oh,
talk of all the elves in the Laurelorn who kill anyone who trespasses and only are willing to deal with the Midlanders. There's talk of the one-eyed demons in the Westerland swamps. The ogres coming out down from the mountains of Morn. Don't forget them. Oh, the greenskins at Blackfire Pass and the Grey Mountain Pass as well. Let me think. Am I thinking? Can I think of anything else that's actively trying to kill everything I love and hold dear? Norskins. Can't think of anything else right now, but I'll let you know.
well, at this rate, I'm sure we'll meet with all of them within the month.
That's what I'm scared of.
I don't think you're as scared as you lead on. You're quite quick to rise to the occasion whenever it comes. Now, you may have nerves before and after, but whenever you're needed, you really do rise to the occasion, Oscar.
Of course, I'm scared of it. If things are the things I see on a daily basis since getting together with all of you utterly terrify me. That's why I kill them. I want them gone as quickly as possible because they're scaring the proverbial crap out of me, and occasionally the literal crap.
After what
for-
seems like several minutes, Thess comes rambling back up the stairwell with a broad tray and like 4, 6, 8 mugs, something like that.
Also, by the way, Dungeon Master, whenever the RP is over and you decide to cut the scene, Rodlin has gone outside to investigate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there coffee?
There is a mug of coffee for everyone that wants, and a mug of tea for everyone that would want. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Here,
Thesserau.
you are welcome. Oscar, tea or coffee?
Tea, please, Thesserau. Thank you.
Awesome. Those mug here. Picks up a mug and hands it to
I
Oscar.
suppose at some point in time, the butler would have been floating his way through, waiting till the conversation ended, but just chiming in. Civil war is still ongoing? Huh.
Only fractured further, I'm afraid. There are now a total of 4 claimants to the true throne of Sigmar. The
Let me
Prince
go
Breitdorf.
give Lucia one of these. I'll be back.
Sebastian face palms so hard his hand goes through his head.
Let me see. We have the Wolves of Middenheim. We have the latest Empress Ottilia. We have the Marienburg claimants and the Prince of Reichdorf. So yes, to my latest knowledge, there are 4 claiming to be Sigmar's true heir.
Reichdorf? Did
So
Altdorf
strange that.
and the Reichlin combined?
Lucia. Tug, 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 tug. Hello?
Lucia opens the door, dressed now. Yes.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Good. That, here. Grabs a mug and hands it to Lucia.
She doesn't care how hot it is. She immediately just puts it to her lips and downs the entire thing.
There's a as the hot liquid makes contact with Lucia's lips.
A little bit of, noted. Okay. I will grab myself a mug of tea, leaving like 2 or 3 mugs remaining. Sebastian, can you get that back to the kitchen, please? Thank you.
But of course, Lady Thesserau. Right away.
Awesome. Excellent. She kind of grins to herself.
I like my coffee black as Montfort's banners.
Ah, darker than dark, or blacker than dark speech.
I'm surprised Bretonians took to coffee so well, although of all the things you stole from Araby, I'm sure it's the most palatable.
No, there's quite many of things that we stole from Araby that are quite palatable. Spices, for instance.
I was given to understand that Bretonians boiled most things.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Perhaps the peasantry.
I haven't
Oscar,
studied...
you made. I was just gonna say, Oscar, you made a ghost laugh.
I honestly haven't studied their cuisine yet. So I don't know.
I will probably have to get some of my family's greatest cookbooks. The castle's archives go far back.
My father was fond of saying that Bretonians boil everything, Reichlanders roast everything, and Tillians fry everything.
That has generally been my experience, although limited contact. So, yeah, are there cookbooks in our library? I should find out.
Oh no.
Are you all right, Lucia?
Getting better.
Did you perhaps party a little too hard last night to win?
No, I simply decided that I wanted to drink a lot. Anyway. I feel better. Thank you for making me get decent, Oscar. Do we have more coffee?
Yes, Oscar's because Oscar took the tea option. He's going to take the second coffee mug that would have ostensibly been for him and hand that over to Lucia.
That's also made extras.
Lucia takes it, swirls it, and downs the whole mug immediately, barely tasting it.
I am concerned if you ever were to discover what the Tillians do with coffee. One of my fellow students liked to make his own. He made a very concentrated version that he referred to as Expedio.
Sounds
Really?
lovely.
We're going to have to find out this recipe, I think.
I agree.
He
We
could
should give
spend
it to
an
the.
entire morning in the workshop after a single shot glass of the stuff. It was rather concerning.
Sounds strong
Perhaps we
enough
should
that
give
I
it to
might be
warriors
able to
before
get something
battle.
off of it.
Well, I am awake now. Let us go deal with... Why can we not get a day of rest? Why do we have to go from one catastrophe to another?
I keep asking the same question.
Yes, I quite agree. I just want to spend one day in my workshop without interruptions.
Huzzah! It is because our legend grows by the day.
Enough.
I would settle for an abridged version at this point.
I would settle for an interlude.
Rotlin,
Mhm.
perception, please.
Yeah. Yes. Two.
As you
Two.
what?
Yeah, he rolled a 2. I
Zero,
just
two.
watched it. He rolled a
that's a
crit.
2. Sorry, it's me yelled at from downstairs. So, what is the wise old wizard doing?
Yeah.
Being a wise old wizard. Sorry?
Indeed, he's actually. I don't just for sanity's and preparations sake. Oh, don't crash! Okay. Ooh, I was worried there. Sanity's and preparation's sake, I'm going to actually really quickly cast Second Portent. 9, is that enough for Second Portent? Threw my phone too far away. No, it's not. That's fine. He has in a rather hurried fashion. He has, he was already dressed, but he's going to be tucking himself under his hood and robe, and got his staff, and is setting outside to go inspect this plague of madness. He needs to measure its severity. He needs to measure the affected individuals. He also wants if it's lingering, if it's actively sensing magic, and most importantly, if the people can be shooken out of it. Or if they yeah.
You're around the corner to about 3 dozen townsfolk moving. Just mooing.
Mooing. Oh, I thought you said moving, and you thought you were going to elaborate more. No, they're mooing.
They're mooing. It's not a cow's moo. It's a person attempting to imitate a moo, but
He's going to go shake his head a little bit and go closer. Excuse
a couple of
me.
them scurry away from you.
Do I detect an active presence of magic on these people? Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah.
Cocked. 55. Not a great roll, but as is a success. Power. Power less 10, 70. 1 degree of success.
Their minds are in a faint. Oh.
Sorry, could you repeat that? There's a little bit of lag.
Nope, you're fine. I heard the door knock too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a faint bit of there's a faint bit of a brain fog on them, like they're in a sort of perception filter of sorts, but that's about it.
Excuse me. Can any of you hear me? Come now, pay an old man some attention. There's some. Okay. You could at least recall your names.
Are you doing anything save talking to him?
I suppose attempt to charm if that means anything.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good at this. Good job. Ah, 29. Very good roll.
A few of them regard you as friend and walked closer.
If they're still responding in the animalistic behavior, when they get closer, he's going to take a deep breath. Or he's actually going to check them. Hello. Are you? Hello, my friends. Yes, that's as expected. Also, actually, that's a good question. Are any of the birds vaguely in the area, or have the birds returned to calm, or have the birds completely vacated? That is a good indication of how scuffed this is.
The handful that were with Rodolin are still around Rodolin, but the rest of them have not returned.
Yep.
Sacred breath of wind and light, a guiding thought.
Oh, hang on.
Right.
Hold that thought real quick, because on a 2, you would notice something else as well.
Yeah.
There were flies and bugs buzzing around this morning amongst the corpses and the fallen. After that strange burst, they are starkly absent.
A lump. As he notices that there are not even flies in the vicinity, a lump forms in his throat. And a sinking feeling forms in his stomach.
But as you try to break through, do you physically interact or just verbally with any of the cow people?
He was going to what I was muttering moments ago was going to be the incantation for a spell to attempt to clear a dispel to attempt to clear their heads.
Oh, perfect. Sorry, I did not mean to cut you off. I just kind of remembered something. My own brain is in a fog at the moment.
Perfectly fine.
Haha, I'm method acting.
Sacred breath of wind, sacred breath. Sacred breath of wind and light, guiding thoughts far and bright. Grant us now peace of mind. Holding here, be so kind. And he is going to release this spell with a long exhale, as if attempting to quite literally blow away the mind fog. And I need to make first I will make a channeling roll. Success. Cha. 9, dispel is dispel. Dispel. There we are. My PDF will load.
Says the man whose computer is struggling. I'm going to make it do more.
But that's not enough for the casting number. He needs to attempt again. Ugh.
Hang on, let me go back to dispel, or is that in the...
the core rulebook.
Oh, okay.
The
Hang
core
on.
rule. Full action DC or casting to 10th 13, so that was a 9, then an 11.
Oh,
I have
that's so close.
attempt
So you don't have a
channeling.
hammer with you, do you?
A hammer?
Yeah,
Small silver
hammer.
hammer. That one I do not, but I should probably purchase after this.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
I wouldn't
5 on
worry
the
about it.
channeling roll, if that means anything.
Yes, it does. What is the normal channel bonus?
+2. Or plus your
Double it.
magic stat, which my magic +4. Excellent. Well, I was 9. That's 13 already, so that is a good
So that's
hefty
18
chunk.
total.
Yeah.
All right.
17. Yes.
Okay, you are able to wipe free the minds of the small herd of cowfolk. A couple of them start sputtering and coughing. One of them looks up, What am I doing here? Another one would loudly yell, Why am I eating grass?
Rodlin is going to nod at this quickly. As they're waking up, he's going to tuck himself around a corner and unzip his or do the magical zip transition uniform, or transition his outfit into his proper mage's uniform, and similarly unzip his staff. He's going to pop back around and he's going to say, "My friends, there are the effects of magic. There's a plague of madness that I have just dispelled you. Please look about. If you can find others, some of them might be behaving in ways that are harmful to themselves, or others. I beseech you, gather as many as you can. Look around and gather as many as you can here. I will be. I will be. I
One
know
of
a
them
proper chance to dismiss this. I relieved you from your madness."
one of them looks up to you. Not the one that was in the front, but one of the ones in the back. Just it's you. You're the one from that dream I was having.
Blink. A dream.
Though, where's your shepherd staff?
Oh, I traded it out because this one is. I traded it out very recently. This one, taps it on the ground. This one is a little more. Well, I put the crook staff back at my home after I dispersed you, or dispersed the
Oh,
madness.
oh, it was such a lovely dream. We were all being led back to the barn, and the shepherd was there, and we all knew that we were safe because the shepherd was there with this crook and his lantern. And the next thing I knew, I was spitting clover out of my mouth.
Hmm. I'm very. Hmm. I'm very glad your reverie was a pleasant one. Your dream. Well, I suppose such is the duty of shepherds and mages to make sure foul things do not possess people, do not partake those around them. But I am worried now that others who might not be having quite so pleasant a dream. I beseech you all, could you check for me? Check for the spell.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
They eye you up and down with a mixture of awe and terror, but
Thank you very much. But now, go, my friends. I believe this may still be there may still be dangers here. Well, there may still be those who are whose mind is still in fog. And he is going to stay within view of this area, but he's also going to be attempting to wander around a little bit and look for
Yeah, one of
any
them
other.
would look to the. Sorry, go ahead.
He's going to be looking for any others still afflicted by madness within sight range, and then once again is going to be attempting to dispel them.
Okay, so Rodolin won't be home until later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There are
Ah.
hundreds of people in the town that have been affected with this. That said, as you were leaving, one of those you cleared out would just, yeah, let's move. All right, let's go. But back at the estate.
Okay. Everyone's finishing their drinks, I think,
Indeed.
and bantering a bit. Okay. Something's happened in the town. Ruddlin's out looking at it, so we should probably go and investigate. Or at least find out what Ruddlin's found out.
Let's go find the old wizard before he gets himself in more trouble.
I mean, the last time we let him go off on his own, he brought back a demon, so I don't really want to see that again.
Indeed.
Fearfully go the rest of my life without seeing another demon.
Unfortunately, we're only so lucky.
So, Dungeon Master, what is okay, sorry, if they spot Rodolin, what is Rodolin doing when they catch up with him?
It's probably about
Also-
the time that he's doing his best impersonation of a shepherd with multiple people around him mooing until they stop mooing.
Oh.
Go ahead, Andre, sorry.
I was going to say, where was Sage?
Actually, that's a really good question. I'm not sure if he was out or out. Hang on, I'm just trying to find a set of dice.
No worries. I stole them all. I didn't know humans could want to be cows.
Oh,
It's a rare
very well.
occurrence, to say the least.
I mean, I'd rather not be what I am. I can kind of understand.
As opposed to a cow, a grass is one of the tastiest things, and they have it everywhere. Must be pleasant for them.
It's a good way to keep the yards looking nice, I hear.
Yes. But what I have found, what I have found, my friends, is the plague of madness. I do not know if it is. I do not know its reach yet, but I do know that there are many people that seem to be affected, and potentially even in large clusters like this. But it can be dealt with. Anything that can dispel magic can, it is a magical effect. As the winds of magic have lingered around their minds in a soft fog. It can be blown away.
And
Okay, that's not a skill I have.
and as
Do
the
you
lot of
have
you I was just saying, as a lot of you make your way outside, Andre attempting to find Sage, or even just having a moment of, where is my squire? What is going on? The group would be from the bushes near the manor. There would be the very obvious sound of a human imitating a barking dog. But out from the bushes, a half-dressed sage. It looked like he was in the midst of trying to remove armor. But a half-dressed sage would jump out, just.
Good boy, Sage. Good.
Can I use
Roll animal handling.
training?
Yes, you may.
Oh Lord.
Down, 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 down.
That's actually amazing.
93. You know what? We're gonna re-roll that.
That's definitely hold on. That is definitely a half roll for animal training, because I do not have it at trained.
A 7.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, he doesn't actually bite your hand.
Down, Sage. Down. Sit.
He lays down.
So when you said you were training Sage, I just want to double check. This wasn't the intended outcome?
No. No, this is quite unusual.
I mean, I've heard of all kinds of strange things in certain circles of elves. I suppose that they're equally enthusiastic amongst humans.
What?
But, nothing. It's not really important. Rodolin, can you fix
Yes,
this?
I shall attempt to fix this.
Thank you. This is really not what I expected when I woke up this morning.
That is a success on the channeling. Whatcha? That is a 15 total. Going to mutter the same incantation he had used previously, and then take a deep breath and exhale it in the direction of exhale it in the direction of Sage as he successfully casts Dispel. Lord Dungeon Master.
Apologies.
Okay.
I did not hear what the thing being attempted was. It bugged out at the last second.
Another dispel.
Yeah.
All right, and what is the number?
15 total.
Sage goes from making his best attempt at a dog bark to just bark, 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 bark. Why am I saying bark?
It seems you're
What's
back
going
to
on?
normal. Good.
Yeah, the last thing I remember. Actually, I don't remember the last thing I remember. The last thing I remember was going to bed.
Well, you were apparently out and about and got hit with some sort of beastman madness spell.
Sage blinks a few times and confusion and just heads back into the manor. I have to go get a lozenge. I'll be right back.
That is a suspiciously sage-sized turd in the corner over there.
Sire, as he runs into the house of Aster.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. It looks like this is very widespread. We were not affected. I don't know who else was affected. We should probably split up and try and get folks into groups so that you could attempt to handle them, Rodolin.
that is a wise policy. Someone should also try and see if they can. We should also have someone try and find if there is a limit to this to the range of this. For instance, I think it would be good to see if we can find any town guards or soldiery to help organize. If they are indeed free of the madness.
Andre, with your horse, you could move faster than the rest of us. Is there any chance you could both check and see how far this is extended, and if there's anyone still in the right mind who could help us?
Indeed. I hope I didn't have these men get put under a spell by having them stay up for watch. Though, perhaps this is some insidious plan by the beastmen to formulate a new attack.
I don't know. I suppose we'll find out when we find out. For right now, we need to do damage control.
I
Agreed.
feel incumbent to point out that once again we have seen an issue that technically did not involve us to begin with, but we have now incumbent on ourselves to resolve it at all costs.
Well, if not us, who, Oscar?
That's the
Such
depressing
is the
part.
struggle of
It
a
is the
knight.
only thing to do.
Certainly, I would like to think more will remember this.
Not too worried about.
I would like to think there is someone else in this town capable of handling its problems for 24 hours, but here we are.
Well, we live in this town, so anything that affects this town also has a tendency of affecting us.
Yes, you're quite correct, and I'm not going anywhere, don't get me wrong, but as my old mentors was used to say, just because you're not prepared to do it doesn't mean you don't get to gripe.
That's true. I would complain more, but there's too much to be done. Okay. The three of us, Lucia, Oscar, myself, will start rounding up people so Rodolin can get them their minds blown free.
Yes.
That
And,
Are there still birds up? The birds that I had up there, are they still there?
Are
Or have
there
they begun to
citizens
flow?
attempting to join the birds?
Say that again?
I said, and are there citizens attempting to join the birds?
You know, that's a fair question.
Ha!
let me go get my mandolin. Perhaps music will make this easier for them to follow.
I'll see if I can speak with the birds. They might be able to guide you towards some that are less obvious. Keep an awareness around you.
You know, I've heard of the Pied Piper, but I didn't expect it to be a this with a musical instrument.
Well, we'll see how good I am. I haven't
Already-
played in a while. At least it feels like it's been a long time.
Well, if anything, if the fellows I spoke to are any indication, the sounds of your flute, your sounds of your merry music making will make it all the way into their dreams. Might even make their madness a more pleasant one. while it lingers.
Hopefully, but to go get it. I'll run back inside and grab my mandolin.
Rodlin will then turn and what would I need to roll? Probably I need just would I speak with animals? Would I just need a communication? Yeah, probably. Yeah, do I? Whatcha? Oh, 8 and 9. Great frickin' roll. All right. He's now able to speak with the birds once again. We're now able to speak fully formed sentences with them. He calls out to the birds that still linger in his uh, on the balcony or in this room. Oh, hello up there, my friends. Yes, all of you, come down here. I have instructions for you. And yes, I'll give you I'll give you a little extra food for this, I promise. But first, follow my friends here. Divide yourselves into small groups, then follow my friends, and gather any friends you see along the way. There's humans acting very strangely. There's a madness about them. You might be afraid of them. You don't abide the magic. You do not need to engage with them. Simply make noises, point my friends out to them, scout. See if you can, and if they point somewhere, if they look at you, then point somewhere, go where they're pointing and look. Make loud noises to guide them if they need it.
I think we're waiting on the referee.
I'm back.
Okay. Was not sure.
I just got back.
Oh, welcome back. So the General Division of Labor, Thess, Oscar, and Lucia are splitting up to go and try and group up people so that Rodolin can blow their minds free of whatever cobwebs.
Blow their mind.
And Andre is, thank you. Yes. And Andre is out to find anyone not affected by this thing, and to kind of also see how far this extended.
Andre is the easier one to start with.
Okay.
Also, last but not least, Rodlin has instructed what birds remain. He is instructed what birds remain to divide themselves among the group and follow the group and basically scout for them. Help them identify stragglers or any like if somebody has put themselves in a cupboard. And help point them out to the party members.
All right, I'll save one of the birds would fly off. One sticks close to Rodolin.
Are you scared, little one? Oh, that is not a worry. I'm gonna pat. Oh. Here.
It looks like it's been a little injured. It can flap fly, but it appears in the surge of everything that happened, it injured a wing a little bit.
Oh, you poor thing. Here. He scoops him up and gently pats him. And he's going to open one of his pouches and gently nestle the bird in, so he's like protected.
It lives there now.
There you go, little one. Yeah. Oh. Now you stay right there. And he gives it a couple of seeds.
Ooh, ooh.
Good little birdie. I'll have to. We'll look at your wing very soon. Now,
But
he's
yeah,
gonna look
Andre
around.
has got the easiest time. Oh, sorry.
Again, he's just going to resume his task, not leaving the area so that
Yeah.
any mad people brought to him can be cured, but also wandering around just in the very small area, trying to identify any more mad people and dispel them.
All right, you'll hit a hard wall after a little while. There's only so many people over in the area, but you're able to clear their mind of the strange magical fog that they're under. Meanwhile, Andre and Esperance are able to circle basically the perimeter of the city. There's a few guards who seemed to be outside of the range of whatever this was, but for the most part, it seemed to cover most of the town itself. Whether that had to do with the way that the sound carried on the wind
Yes,
or
okay,
the
sorry.
actual effect of what was happening, it's hard to tell. But there's about a quarter of the remaining town is unaffected by this, but those were largely the ones that were outside of the range. Though it doesn't seem that animals are affected.
Strange. I I approached the guards who no doubt have been shifting and staying at the gates, making sure beastmen don't come in. And then I approached them and I asked them to stop anyone from leaving and wandering out. Hmm.
Oh, it's you. Um, Someone would look over. Oh, hey, it's the Shiny Lance.
Hello.
Ah, yes.
Yes, quite. Um, do you did you see any beastmen lingering around the city that could have perhaps cast this sordid spell?
They start to point to a faraway wall, but as you mentioned casting something, they all just kind of shrug their shoulders.
Hmm. Well,
You take a
thank
sip
you
from your
anyways, but
trusty
do make
Baltic
sure
canteen.
if you can, do try to make sure none of those afflicted can leave the city.
Oh yeah, we're way ahead of you. There's been a couple who tried to scale the wall, but they just uh fell backwards. They didn't seem to get injured, but they also seemed very confused that it didn't work. Old,
How
Old Lady
strange.
Carlisle finally gave up after a while of trying to fly her way over the wall.
Well, good. If I'll have to report this back to my group. Yeah, that's just. Are they? They seem. They seem pretty stretched thin, so it might be a little bit of an ask to get them help corralling if they're already kind of holding people from leaving the city as an animal.
Oh yes, the you're with the Freak Force. That's right.
Hey, what? The freak
Hey,
force?
You're the one who's going around with not one, but two people who seem to be cursed by those infernal winds. You've got one of those lizard leaders with you, and whatever the hell that soft engineer is. Seriously, how is he still alive? Yeah, we've been taking bets.
I'll have you know that they're some of the bravest souls I know, and they're standing in defense of this city while so many just go and cower and hide. Listen, some of them might be casters, but that's no reason to distrust them.
As long as their spells don't turn me into a window pane.
I beg your pardon.
What the fuck?
Look, you've never heard that old wives' tale? Oh, yeah, tell him, Jim. Oh, yeah. So there was once this story of an old witch who came to town, right? Yeah, well, she was mighty mad that we wouldn't take her coin, and she yelled something at the shopkeeper about transparency, yelling, "I'll show you transparent," and turned him into a pane of glass.
Okay.
This.
You had me going there for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, you had me in the first half on that one, but that was funny. Sorry.
Strange. No, well, that sounds like the kind of tale a peasant would say to scare their children. I doubt such a thing would actually happen.
I'll just kind of shrug.
Oh crap, they don't know anything more than the rest of the group, so I'll just go back.
Yeah, they're just like, we don't really know much. Like, yeah, we've been able to round up a few who are here or there. Yeah, one of them tried to bite us, so we just started rounding them up into an animal pen.
Oh, good. Oh wait, they're rounded up in an animal pen?
Yes.
Well, that's probably good. I will let the group, especially let know our wizard about the pen of people.
Yeah, we had to separate them after a while. One of the ones, I guess, thought it must have been some kind of bird of prey or carnivore. Anyway, it just started biting one of the other people. They're not dead or anything, but they got a whole bunch of bite wounds on them.
Strange.
Guards all just kind of shrug. You hear one of them, "I don't get paid enough shillings for this."
Well, I'll go back to the group and tell them about the pen of people.
Okay. Yeah, so
I want to disbelieve that's a statement, but it's not.
the people pit.
I almost want to say the purple people pit, but here we are.
One-eyed,
The
one-horned,
purple people pen of
purple
prisoners.
leader.
It's the human holding habitat. Anyway, back at the ranch.
At the ranch.
Okay. Yeah, back at the ranch. It's a thing. Okay. So I guess I'm going to pick a song out of my repertoire and walk around trying to get humans who are not thinking they're humans. God, this feels weird. To follow me to a single place.
Yeah, they all have inverse Thesaurus syndrome.
Yeah, that's kind of like this just feels vaguely disturbing.
If we find one of them that is convinced itself it is a Lustrian warrior, I would need to buy a lottery ticket.
You encounter at least one person who thinks they're a squirrel just giving you a death stare.
I have nuts.
They pounce.
Yeah.
I apologize to my chat. I haven't been super attentive. I'm kind of high as fuck.
I'm trying. Don't worry.
You're fine, P. You're fine, P.
No worries whatsoever.
All right. So, Lucia, Thess, and Oscar, please give me a couple of charm tests or animal handling if you have that.
I will do. Can I? May I use charm in conjunction with perform?
I will allow that. Please just start with perform.
Which would be easier?
Absolutely.
Animal care, animal training, or charm animal?
Oh, charm animal will give you a +10.
Awesome. I'm rolling at 58, baby.
All right, you try that while the fried fiddler's going down the road.
Come here, come
Okay.
here, come
Can I
here,
try a
human. Come here,
general
human.
charm?
I got a degree of success.
That is a 36
Nice.
for a performance. A 36 for a performance of 54. Actually, excuse me, 59. So that's 2 degrees.
3 degrees of success on generic charm.
Excellent.
And then I will make a charm roll. Hold on. I missed them. They are fellowship skills, and I did not update them.
And what was Lucia doing?
Holding out a carrot and making come over here noises like she's trying to attract a cat.
That
Starts
is
with 1.
4 degrees of success for charm.
And then 2 more start to appear. And several more start to appear. And then before you know it, there's a small wave of people rabbits. Thess, you've drawn in a small handful of people cats and people horses. Oscar, there's at least a few bird people there. Well, I guess person bird.
Oh, Verena, save me. All right, come here, all of you. Come on.
One of them that thinks there's... Oh. Sorry about that. Just coughing up a lung. Oscar, as you make out a small, desperate prayer to Verena for a bit of sanity, one of the people birds hops over, looks you dead in the eyes. Help! Help!
Oscar maintains unblinking eye contact with the person for a few seconds while gently dragging both of his hands down his cheeks from his temples. And then just goes, okay, help this way, and indicates towards Rodolin.
It waddles.
Oscar gently takes his pince-nez glasses off for a moment, attempts to suppress a migraine, fails, and goes back to wrangling people. Verena grant
It
not
takes
only
a
wisdom but patience.
You almost swear you hear a faint chuckle on the wind, but it takes a few hours of wrangling and rounding up. Thus Pied Pipering it up. Maury acting as a cattle bear.
had no idea
But
Maury had
eventually
the
you're
ability to act like a cattle bear in the same way that a sheepdog acts like a sheepdog. He's kind of okay with this.
I know. I'm just thinking
Well-
of the herding postures that border collies instinctively adopt, and trying to imagine a bear.
Oh,
doing
thank
that.
God. I'm so glad it's not just me.
Hold on, I need to. Well, I need to Google this.
Well, that would make him a bearder collie.
Well, he did come over the Kislevite border.
It would take the group a few hours working in concert with some of the other stray people who hadn't succumbed to madness. But by the time mid-afternoon rolls around, the bulk of the town has come back to some level of sanity. Um, Thankfully, there have been no further casualties today from the strange mental fog the town found itself in. Ugh, the worst part is that it's just dry. But by roughly 1 or 2 o'clock, the last few people who are still found chasing their respective tails are the brain fog is cleared off of them. One of them stops in mid-spin, he looks up. You saw nothing, right? Right? Ah, shit.
Rest assured, my friend, I will be erasing today from my memory most thoroughly.
But with that, there is a rare air of calm that falls over the town. Well, calm and confusion, but calm nonetheless.
All right.
By the end of this, Rodlin has
Just one.
not only been asking more of the freed people to help, he's also likely set up tents and gathered fresh water to give to anyone he's dispelled in case, as the day goes on, they've in their madness given themselves heat exhaustion or anything of the like.
Oh, there were a few, probably like 20 or 30 people who were deep into dehydration, because they simply didn't recognize water or puddles of water as drinkable. But
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
listen, koalas are so stupid that if you take eucalyptus leaves off of a branch, they will not eat them and starve to death.
That is true.
Not everyone got to be a corvid or even a cow or a dog. Some of them were stuck being like a three-legged bearded dragon or something.
And just like koalas, Nintendo is so stupid they will cut off their own leg to spite themselves.
Yeah, that's not even beardy slander. They're just kind of dumb. I love them, but they're kind of dumb.
Slander.
I'm gonna take a moment to read this news headline. RTA, Japan's biggest charity speedrunning event and the biggest speedrunning event in Asia, has confirmed they will host no Nintendo games this year due to Nintendo.
Yeah.
You heard that correctly. The largest speedrunning event in Japan and Asia is not going to host any Nintendo games due to Nintendo.
I like that that's a complete sentence. You don't actually need to specify due to Nintendo doing anything specific. Just due to Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to subject at hand outside of Nintendo and koalas. People send me random things and I just look at them and I'm like, why are you sending me this during stream? Could this not have waited 10 minutes?
No, how else will I get you to laugh on camera? How about hold on.
Cunt muffin.
Or
Oh my god.
alright. I believe Thess was saying something before this little interlude started.
Yep, I was attempting to. Okay. We seem to have the immediate area under control. You said something about a witch hunter earlier, Roland?
Yes, the Norscan one. I think Oscar and I met him before.
I met him too. Okay,
Right, you were
we
that.
should
You were
probably.
that.
Well, yeah, I think most of us were.
That's.
Suppose we should go talk
He
to him
was
and find out what
interrogating a.
happened.
Yes. Are there any stragglers still being brought in, or has it ended?
It's pretty much ended. There may be a couple of stragglers over the next couple of days, but it's like 99.99% cleared.
Well, I think I shall. I think I shall join you. Let's see if everyone else is where the others are, and if they're free.
Makes sense.
He was speaking to a Centaur, and it was the
Interrogating it?
Centaur. Indeed, it looked rather beaten and broken.
Okay.
What could they possibly have achieved by interrogating a beast?
Well,
Well, all this apparently.
no. They were looking for information. What we encountered yesterday was disorganized. Yes, it was a threat to the town, but if they were organized by some war leader or were in force, nothing we did would have made any difference. So it's likely they're trying to find out who was behind it so they could resolve the issue.
Indeed. My comment only meant that during the course of the interrogation, something the Centaur did caused all of this. Sorry, continue.
Yes, and until we talk to the witch hunter, we're not going to know what.
Said he was a Norscan?
Yes, you remember him?
Ah. I hope he didn't have anything to do with this in a, well, bad way.
I hope his dog's okay. And I'll start heading towards the witch hunter's office, I guess.
Well, what else is the rest of the group doing?
The actual win.
Oh, Oscar, what'd you say?
I was just asking, are we all of one mind, or do we have anywhere else we need to be?
Well, I'm always happy for the company, but honestly, I don't know what the bunch of us will accomplish by being there together.
I need to go finish armor for myself and Rodolin. If we have another fatal encounter like that, it might not turn out so well.
I will join you, but I will have to catch up. I will mend. Oh, yeah, there's an injury. I need to mend a slight injury.
I should also return to work as soon as possible if we're going to be outfitted to go below again.
Oh, actually, I need to go put this book up. She's been carrying a book around with her for a minute. Dashes back inside and drops it back into her.
Which book?
That's a good question. It's written in classical, which I think only a couple of folks might actually understand here. but it is some kind of treatise on the arcane.
Oh no, squiggle speech.
Yeah, squeakle speech.
Oscar does
Indeed.
speak and read classical.
Yep. Well, it's
Who actually
easy to see
does?
what's print.
Okay, sorry.
It's
We're just gonna
pretty
ask if
easy to
Andre
see what.
do you speak. Ah, lag. Wait a moment. Someone starts talking. Anyways, you.
Okay. It's pretty easy for anyone who reads classical to read the spine and determine what it is. That's all I wanted to say.
I was just asking if the only other person I can. I know I speak classical. I know Oscar speaks classical. Andre, do you speak classical?
No, but oddly enough, that's one of the languages I wanted to take.
Oh, cool. I can give you lessons.
All right.
Once the books,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, once the book's put up, I'm going to be on my way.
I was simply going to say that
follow her after a moment.
perfect that the task or the trip to the witch hunter will happen at a slightly different time, but the dry cop could stop anytime. That would be delightful.
By the way, my Lord Dungeon Master. As the day's event, as there is a decent moment in the day's events, Rodlin will be taking care of the bird's wing.
Delightful.
Must I roll?
Yes.
I just did a toss roll for the matter over here. Hopefully a 9 passes.
Yes. It won't be able to fly today, but you've been able to brace and bind the wing, and it won't take any further damage.
Okay. We'll nestle bird right back in his little cozy spot in the pouch.
If I close my eyes, the world starts spinning. Well, the journey over to the witch hunter's office would be more or less uneventful. Information would be gleaned, conversations would be had. Odd statements of "you're a tall one" would be exchanged several times before the group would be sent, or before the small group would be sent on their way back. With the general gist of, I didn't do it. Oscar, would you give me a few craft rolls on the Dowie Doombringer?
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to. How does a 505 sound?
Fucking terrific.
Good
And
gravy.
for clarity's sake, intelligence 60, plus +10 to crafting checks from the 2 bullocks. Plus, where's the crafting skill? Here it is. Trade gunsmith. I have 2 ranks in for a total +20. So that's 90. It was my target number.
I was
So
going to say
8 degrees of success.
there'd be another +10 from the quality of the tools he's using as well. So
9 degrees of
yeah,
success.
that is almost 10 degrees of success. In fact, if you wanted to be a dick, you could spend a fate point, get it up to an even 10 degrees of success, and then I'd probably just throw my hands up in the air and try to scream and then cough really, really hard.
I will not waste an audience fate point on.
Yeah. No. I know that. I'm just like, oh my god. All right. Well, Oscar goes into the room, and then 3 hours later, the guns. No. But he's able to get.
Why is the intro to the old animated Iron Man show suddenly playing?
I mean, kind of. All of the barrels
Oscar
are done.
needed to work through some things. Oscar needed to work through some things, and this is how.
I just want to do my work for 5 minutes.
5 minutes turn into 5 hours, and how many barrels was he making for the thing?
It is a 4-barrel setup.
He uses count and makes 8.
Yeah, okay,
In the same
fair
amount
enough.
of time it would have taken him for 4.
Well, I think Thess will be very happy with this.
The firing mechanism needs a little bit of work to get it smooth, but he's maybe got a few more hours of work left to seat the mechanism, make sure the gear interchange is properly oiled.
Perfect. Should I roll a second check for the second leg of the process then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh, 73, which is still 1 degree of success.
Okay. It'll need a little bit of polishing and refinement work. A little bit of spit shine here, a little bit of brass polish there, but it's done.
Perfect. That means that the last thing I have to do is go over to my toolbox and take out a very high quality chisel and mallet set that was given to me by one of my mentors, and I use that to strike in just above the top handguard the dwarven runes for the words Damaz Dron. Literally translates to thundering grudge.
Speaking
no magical
of
effect, just a name.
Speaking of Dowie tools, as he's ripping apart the couple of rotary guns, the rattling guns, excuse me, there'd be some of the barrels in there. It's tweaked and covered with grime, but he'd be able to make out a couple of dwarven etched runes on the barrel or on some of the stray barrels. Not enough that it's magic or mastercraft or anything, just a maker's mark.
Reiki vermin. I should have known they'd never actually make anything themselves if they could just steal it.
They very much perhaps spurred these guns together. But there's some actual quality parts that make up these. And going over some of the other ones that needed to be broken down, there would be similar things, stamping marks from Altdorf, stamping marks from Nuln. There's one stock that appears to have had a Hochland maker's mark, though the barrel is just basically a lead pipe.
As he works through this, Oscar is just working his way through the litany of known Casalid curse words related to Skaven, which, fun fact, we do not have a complete list of, but according to background information, dwarfs have got approximately 60 oaths, it all primarily directed at Skaven.
This sparks joy.
And they've got over 100 for goblins, so, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about orcs?
Goblins are the primary greenskins they really hate, but they're not really
Okay.
fond of orcs. Goblins tend to be the ones who go underground, so they have more of an issue with them.
Oh, that makes sense. I assume they were equally as subterranean.
Yeah.
Anyway, Oscar comes out later lugging this, and what is his strength score? Okay, so he comes out dragging this gun.
Strength score is... Oh, it's actually better than I thought, 38.
Okay, so he comes out limping with this gun under its weight. But it is done.
Okay, I'm going to take it out to the rear of the estate, and I'm going to set up a couple of spare wooden crates, and I'm going to purchase it on the crates, so I don't have to hold its whole weight myself, aim it at a hay bale or something, and test fire it.
Give me a roll.
I forgot being an artisan let me boost my strength. That's a 97. I think that does justify a fate point. Let's not have its test fire be that much of a abject failure. So thank you for the audience fate point, and we'll do that again.
You say object failure. I say moment of hilarity.
99!
I have
So the
never.
gun.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have never in my entire life heard a player spend a fate point, which brings us down to one audience fate point, and roll a 99 and be happy about it.
I'm sorry,
mean-
that's too fucking funny. That's too fucking funny. I can't even be mad.
So the
How
gun
many?
is fine. Oscar's chest, on the other hand.
Oh, what goes wrong? Hit me with it.
The barrel was not set up proper. It wasn't braced properly on the crate. And so while it shoots and basically walks itself off the barrel, it starts first by trying to find a place to brace itself, which unfortunately is Oscar's ribcage.
Mm.
It hits you for a 9 damage wound. Apply toughness, and this is stun, thankfully.
Toughness is... So that would take it down to 6 wounds. But that definitely leaves Oscar on his back, incredibly winded. And if anyone was in earshot, they just hear a very gentle, ow. That's a broken tooth. That's... Yeah, those are broken ribs. Ow.
His chest will be the color of basically all of the Roll20 or tabletop simulator color icons just overlaid on each other.
I am suddenly missing the extra padding there. First time in my life for that. He just says out loud to himself because there's no one in earshot.
By the time he finally sits back up to his ass, the hay barrel is non-existent. Unfortunately, so is the house on the far side of the hay barrel.
Oh shit.
Doesn't look like anybody had been living there, but it cut a wall in half.
Okay, so I'm going to call this experiment. Ow! I'm going to call this experiment principally a success. Oh, oh dear. Yeah, no, that hurts. Oscar moves as if he's going to pick it up to take it back inside. Realizes the state his ribs are in, and thinks about the mechanics of lifting something, and just decides to leave it there for now.
Somewhere, far away, in the realms of chaos, Zeech is doing backflips laughing.
Well, I am going to try and look on the bright side. I am going to hope that that is all of the hubris from this particular project done. And now, okay, I'm going to go and start on the sword now. If this, no, ice first. I should go. I should go find Lucia.
Lucia, you sporadically hear the sound of a full auto salvo, and then just a heavy thunk. Actually, I suppose the entirety of the house would hear that, but he was just out back. Yeah, you would have been back by now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's been several hours actually. No, everyone would be home.
What
Well,
was that?
Lucia's not home. Lucia's at the forge again, finishing her project.
Oscar, what the?
Lucia, can you give me a couple crafting rolls while they're doing that?
Hi, are you okay?
Define okay.
There was a loud noise of many firearms going off and a thunk. And there's been enough thunks today and weird things, so...
So, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is your personal firearm works now. The bad news is I may have done what my mentors now referred to as committing bloody-minded umgak.
Are you injured?
You tell me. And he pulls away his lightweight linen shirt and blacksmith's apron to reveal the heavily bruised chest.
All right, let me get my kit.
I felt at least two of them crack.
Let me get my kit. Sit down.
Needs a third one.
Go get my healer's kit and probably need ice. Sebastian, I'll need ice, please. Thank you.
Nice. Right. One moment, please. And he just starts walking through walls.
All right.
Ice. Let me just go to Lucia's room.
Yeah.
Blue
Breaks
shining
out.
hope.
Just goes back to the room, starts chipping a finger off the rat ogre.
Yeah, god damn it. That rat ogre.
Oh,
I'll lay out my tools and all right. Hold still. Some of this might hurt a little to see the extent of the damage.
That's okay. The pain's hit the white hot stage where you can't really feel it. So that's helpful.
Not exactly good. I'm going to be checking for broken ribs and here, I should have asked Sebastian to bring some tea. Willowbark tea is good for. Okay, it's good for dealing with pains, and it. Anyway. Yeah, let me take a look here. Today, that's a 13 on a heal check. That is 5 degrees of success.
Excellent. It mostly seems to be some very heavy bruising, a little bit of subsurface bleeding, and possibly a cracked rib or two, but it doesn't actually appear to have punctured or broken anything properly.
All right. Painkillers and let's see. When Sebastian gets back, I'll wrap up a ice pack. And willow bark tea. Make it extra strong. And
All right, I'll go check the stores for Willowbark then.
fuck. Oh, do I want to spend? Do we have an audience fate point left?
No, we use them all. Unless somebody wants to throw money right now. Players are allowed to do that. You are aware.
I will. I will. Yeah, no, I don't generally throw.
Oh, whoa, pony
fate
chick.
points
Oh,
at
whoa.
our own thing.
Everybody drink water.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my own fate point and re-roll that.
Is it worse?
No, it's better, but that doesn't
Okay.
mean that there's. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's not like. I'm gonna send you a DM.
Okay. Also, Sebastian comes back. I regret to inform you, Master Hertzbrunn, Lady Sorrel,
Yes.
you appear to be out of Willow Bark. I have.
Okay. I
have
have been
some-
drinking a lot of it.
I have a faint bit of cinnamon I found. It's not nearly as strong, but
I mostly use the willow bark because it helps deal with the itch under my scales.
oh no, the cinnamon can be boiled into a tea for a mild. What is the word the doctors are using now? Anti-nergleflation.
Yeah, that is a really complicated word, but yes, please. Cinnamon and mint tea, please.
Consider it done.
Thank you.
Oscar, as she's going and checking the assorted wounds, he'd be able to feel her essentially count each of the ribs, running a finger across to ensure that there are no actual compound or hidden green stick fractures. But by the time all is said and done, she's able to properly bind the worst of the injuries. And
Yeah, she's a little distracted. Like that's not not inobvious. Inobvious? Is that even a word?
Thess, the color palette looks like someone hit a skink in the face with a stick.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So,
Why is it all the wounds I've taken in this venture have hit me in the chest?
This
well,
is
you
the
have
only one I
scars.
take personal responsibility for.
You do have scars. She'll trace along one of the scars with her finger.
Yes, that was the only ones that are there by choice.
By choice. I noticed them before, but we never talked about them.
Not much to say. In order to be more myself, we looked into solutions. My father was able to reach out to a Sharlayan sect who are more interventionist than most of those who follow the Lady of Doves.
Yeah. Well,
Assistance to make my skin more comfortable to live in.
oh, would they be able to help me? Somehow I don't think so.
I know that they would try, but if they could succeed or not, I would not venture to say.
Yeah. Perhaps I'll look them up someday.
The Sisters of... what was their name? Sorry, my head is spinning. Probably the pain.
Yes. Likely.
The sisterhood. No, it'll come to me. Bear with me a moment.
No, absolutely. In the meantime, it looks like nothing was broken. Just bruising and maybe a cracked rib here. She traces the rib with a very slow gesture.
Yes, I can feel that. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Sorry.
My fault. My fault.
No, my fault. I should. Um. Where did you leave the weapon? It should.
It's just out in the rear yard.
Right.
Could you do me a favor, actually?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Do not, for the love of Farina, Ursun, or any other god that we fare to name, let Lucia know this happened. It would be a poor showing for someone meant to protect and guide her to make an error like this before we've even made the oath.
Lucia, your ears start to burn.
My ears hot. Forge hot.
So, this looks like she's trying to find words. I'll.
Are you all right, Thesserau?
Mm,
Thesserau,
yes.
you are debating internally whether or not to say something.
Always. I should go retrieve the weapon. I really should. Really.
Thesserau.
Sebastian will be back in a moment. Let me. I'm gonna scramble out.
I
to grab the
cannot
weapon.
stand right now. Do not walk away. Thesserau. This isn't fair.
I
Get
have
back
returned with
here.
tea. I'll just set it right here and leave.
Thank you. Thank you. I am. Oscar is just sort of lying there, like too sore to rise, just his voice dopplering away as Thess leaves.
I mean, she's back pretty quick because, like, I'm presuming you're lying just inside the door.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was hoping to present it to you in slightly less informal circumstances, but I've arranged the rotor handle so that you should be able to brace it.
She'll bring it back in, and at the moment, because she hasn't spent time building up the muscle to handle it, she has to almost drag it back in herself. I'm going to have to work at carrying this.
I heard some loud scraping. Is there something going on down there?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, Rodolin, you would be treated.
Experimental process.
You would be treated to the sound of essentially a heavy metal axle scraping across the ground.
Are you quite certain? I would be certainly willing to assist you carrying whatever that is.
I'm going to have to get used to carrying it. So I think I should start now. She'll kind of kneel next to Oscar and put the weapon down. This is the wrong
Very well, then.
place. Of course. This is probably the wrong place and wrong time. Oscar.
Yes, with all the love and affection I have come to bear you over this past month, at what point in our entire acquaintancy for the past few weeks has there ever been an appropriate moment for anything that has happened?
That is fair.
Please tell me what's on your mind if it's bugging you this much.
A lot of things are bugging me. She sits down and offers a hand to Oscar to help him up.
Yeah, he accepts it.
You know how I feel about you, yes?
Yes, I remember our last conversation on the subject, and I understand how difficult it is for you.
The difficulty isn't what I feel, but what to do about it, Oscar. I don't have... I wasn't in a place where any of this... She just kind of slumps. Not made for this.
No. Most people aren't. I can't imagine It's strange. I've known humans form meaningful relationships with elves and even Dowie, but where does one begin with a divide like this? Least of all that I am out, I am already sworn to this is all horribly complicated.
I'm sorry.
Do not even begin to apologize. We don't choose our emotions, Thess. We can only work out what to do with them when they're presented to us. So don't, for the love of Verena, do not apologize to me. You have nothing to feel guilty for.
So what do I do, Oscar? I don't know where to even begin. I mean, if this mandolin that I carry, it belonged to someone I traveled. He'd have the answers probably if he was still alive. But I don't know. I feel lost.
I understand. To an extent, or at least part of me, doesn't want to be here. Every day I wake up in this manner, and there is a pit in my stomach for just the briefest second when I realize it's not the family townhouse in Nuln, or even the students' quarters at the Gunnery College. It's here. It's the furthest I've ever been from home. And more days than not, since I came here, something has tried to kill me. I have too many emotions to work through, and I wish I could tell you how to solve yours.
I do try keep things from killing you.
Honestly, if it wasn't for yourself, Lucia, Andre Rodelin, I would have died the first night we'd met. So, I'd say you're doing
we do.
very well.
I think that's what we do, at least here. That's how we live, I guess.
The goddess's wisdom, Thess. Why are we making these things our problems? Look at what we did today. We went out to deal with that plague, that madness. Who rewarded us? Who? I don't get me wrong, it was the right thing to do. I didn't hesitate, but at what point did the five of us declare ourselves the guardians of Wissenberg? At what point did we decide that every problem this city had was ours now? When did we have that conversation?
I do what I need to do because I have a debt, I guess. I have years of lives I've taken in service to the Great Plan. little bit of helping others. I hope that a little bit of helping others. But you're right. You shouldn't have to.
And now I have sworn that I will take the oath of the Chesovoy for Lucia, and it terrifies me. There is a part of my mind that is screaming at me that it is the biggest mistake I'll ever make, but it isn't, because that I heard what she said to me. I've heard her explanations. She has learned things about me that I have kept from others. But more importantly, when we were down there and we fought that ogre and I saw her go down, the pit that came into my heart in that moment, the thought that Lucia Blick was dead, that is never something I want to feel again. And I knew at that moment that I didn't have a choice. I will follow her back to the icy wastes of Kislev. I will follow her to the sands of Nehikara or the lost jungles of Ind if she bids it. I will serve her in every way I can, because I don't think in all my years before now I truly understood what the poets talked about when they said a woman could be so beautiful that a man would not hesitate to die for her. And I know how you're feeling, and to hear me complimenting someone else while you're wrestling with your own feelings is possibly cruel of me, but
she reaches out a hand to rest on Oscar's shoulder. A little too close to his neck, actually. Oscar. Shakes his head, looking for words again. You keep describing her in these glowing terms, and I can't but help see some of them myself. I have to be the god's cruelest joke. I have to be. The old ones made me, supposedly knowing every possibility that could happen. Yet I live with... And then I come here, and someone, somewhere, has to be laughing at my...
that's what's been weighing on your mind, isn't it?
Oh, so many things, Oscar. What I wouldn't give. She pulls that hand back with a light brush across Oscar's. What I wouldn't give. There is no time. And I might face eternity, but you won't. It doesn't matter, because someday I will have to let you all go.
No.
this place doesn't kill me.
No, you won't have to let us go. Because if you don't forget us, if you hold the memories of me, of Lucia, of Andre, of Rodolin, of even Nyaro, as short-lived as his kind are, the Dawi care about memory. They taught us that as part of their language. No matter how old you get, if you remember every love, every life you cherished, they're never gone. They're just waiting for you on the other side. But they're never gone for good. Are you that sure that you will live such an extensive life?
Every other Soros seems to. There are those that were here when chaos first came. Possibly some from even before.
Then allow me to thank you, Thesserau of Lustria, because I know from what you've told me that in the dwarven sense, I may be one of the few humans who truly will live forever because of you.
You're probably the first. Oscar, you're probably the first that I know of in all the history I can half remember that has ever stolen the heart of one of us.
But I can think two things. Firstly, that these flagstones are getting incredibly cold and uncomfortable.
Yes.
Second is that the others will probably be home soon, so it may be in our best interest not to be caught having a morbid conversation about fate in the middle of our rear parlor.
I mean, yeah, of course. You're right. You're right. Let me help you up.
Yes. Okay, they're feeling better already. I just need to. I need to take that sword I've been working on for Andre down to the smith in town. There's some applications of silver that need a more experienced hand than mine. So.
Okay. You'll be okay,
and
though.
I'll be fine. Don't you worry. And
can't help it.
You'll be all right as well.
This thing is heavy, but yes.
Well, if it becomes unmanageable, I'll see if I can strip some weight off of it, but we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I'll have to get some practice with it soon. You should go.
I will.
Hefts up the weapon.
Well, I look forward to seeing it in action the next time we go into the deep.
Hopefully that won't be soon. I don't like that place.
Me neither, but it's clear that if we don't go back, things will only get worse. So perhaps that is something that just needs to be done.
Unfortunately. Thank you.
Thank you as well. And based on what you've told me, talk to Lucia if you really feel you need to.
I maybe. Yeah. I probably will need to. Should go. She does not immediately leave.
Oscar does slowly make his way back to his workshop to get on with the next project.
This thing is heavy. I'll heft the thing and take it away. And if the referee's there, the other folks should probably do.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Whew.
Uh-huh.
Well, Lucia, you put in a good afternoon of working through your crafts, your projects. One of the sets of armor is fully finished, with the other one a decent bit of the way through.
Do I run into Oscar's classmate?
You do. Instead, though, of awkwardly flirting at you this time, would simply just be, Miss Blick, may I have the privilege of helping you with this task? I promise to keep things dignified.
I would appreciate it. It's been a long day.
About halfway through the forge and crafting, where the classmate would look up. What's it like being cold-blooded?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, yeah, no, my mother told me once that well, you're one of them ice witch ladies, right? Well, they told me once that your blood's as cold as your heart, as cold as a winter storm, and
Oh. I'm not cold-blooded like a lizard. I'm just colder than everyone else. It means that the cold doesn't bother me. I can stand out in the snow, even sleep in it, and be fine.
so you're not fleshy lizard people?
No. Good Ursus, forgive me. I'm just not. No. He can tell she's holding back the need to slap him.
He stops. He looks out into the forge, and you hear him mutter, "Yes, I owe my classmate half a crown."
Why do you classmate have crown?
Oh, they told me that I was being silly, and that the cold-blooded witches from the north, well, it was just a turn of phrase because they're his words, not mine, but they're all callous bitches. So I'm going to get a crown, half a crown to him, and then slap him and tell me he owes half a crown. Because very clearly you're, well, you can't be that callous. You haven't hit me yet.
No, I have no reason to strike you. You've done nothing to make me upset.
Oh, that's just usually how I know partners aren't interested in me. Single slap across the face.
That's... I'm not sure if that is terrible or hilarious.
Well, Pa always told me the worst they can say is no, but apparently the ladies here slap a lot.
I see.
The worst she could say is, Skadeva Skadice, your penis is now ice.
I mean, that is... No, it is, how should we say this? We harden our hearts as much as possible because we are going to have to make difficult choices. And those choices are going to result in much death. Therefore, we must remember that the death needs to serve a purpose, no matter who is dying.
He'd nod to that, content in the explanation. About 10 minutes would pass until, once again, out of the blue. So how many manhoods have you frozen off?
6.
He stops for a moment. You see him reach into a back pocket, pull out a crown, put it in a front pocket with a just hearty sigh.
Did you wager 0?
I wagered that that was an old wives' tale my mother taught me to keep me away from ice witches.
Oh, no. Ice witches swear vow chastity. Some men don't take hint. So, they lose it permanently.
Oh, wait, that's not just because it's frozen solid?
Vow of chastity, I am virgin.
Oh, huh. I always thought it froze solid. Fascinating.
No, until we swear vow, so we are alone like founder until Ursus calls and says, okay, you have journeyed to become full-fledged witch. There's only about 12 full-fledged witches in existence. The rest of us are maidens. What do you call a lady in wait?
A look crosses his face like he just bit into some mercury. I don't know whether to apologize or just stare awkwardly into the fire.
You're ignorant. You are asking questions. I was taught to appreciate man who wishes to educate himself.
I learned the last time that you are off limits, and so I simply had to wonder why. I'd never expected to meet a true blue blood in the flesh, or well, icy flesh, or
I am... Wait, no, technically... frustrating. I gave up any inheritance. I'm no blue blood anymore. You become
what?
Ice Witch.
Oh, you were.
You become Ice Witch. You give up. She's doing this while she's hammering on things.
Yeah, he's holding pieces of metal for you to strike.
You become Ice Witch. You give up everything and leave it behind. You're still allowed to talk to your family, but any responsibilities are gone. You have to relinquish.
Wait, you're a noble? I thought your blood was just blue. You know, from the cold.
My blood is as red as yours.
Huh. has been such an enlightening experience.
Why would you think my blood would be blue?
Well, how else are you going to stay that cold?
Oh, no. When blood comes out of person and sits on ground and becomes cold, does it change color?
Of course, it gets dark until it turns black.
But does it get blue?
I don't know. I don't know any ice witches.
You're smarter than this. No, blood doesn't turn blue. If it did, we'd have all sorts of other problems we need to go start talking about, and then burning me at the stake would probably be justified.
Can you even burn? Wouldn't you just freeze the fire? Ooh, hammer that. That corner's coming up a little bit.
Ting, ting. Technically, I would freeze the fire, but I could only keep it up so long.
You piss off the simple idiots, that's for sure. Completely oblivious to the fact that he's describing himself.
Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Because my brain immediately wanted to.
Make me a willpower roll.
He will be in some of my tales of the fools and idiots of the town.
14. 14 out of 68. I'm good.
You don't say it.
What I was gonna say is, Pearl, this is snow. You're white. No.
So while he attempts to bludgeon you over the head with his ignorance, he does help you get the one of the pieces of armor fixed up and crafted.
Did you have to say bludgeon me over the head with his ignorance?
Yes.
Because that was entirely accurate.
He's not. He's not race that requires more intellect than he's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely you could probably call them cat calls, but there's calls of, hey, look, the icicle's back. There's at least one person that just goes, hey, hey, it's that furry lady. Oh wait, no, that's just her furs.
Just let it go. Let it go. They are not worth it. They are not worth it.
It's not like the cult bothers you anyway.
Motherfucker. I wasn't even going there.
Hey, that'd make me your dad.
Daddy.
You get back to the other game, Jim, okay?
Father.
God damn it.
Okay, so she's just gonna keep working, making small talk, just trying to get through the day without needing to kill anyone.
The day does end fairly uneventfully. That is not to say you can't do other things, but the day will conclude without too much more in the line of events. And it would be the next morning that at least all throughout the day there would be a couple of town criers hollering, just simply approaching forces. They appear to be flying. Which flag is it? Hang on. They're flying a specific flag. I'm trying to figure out which place where it's closest to. No, that's a demon. I suppose they largely have Messian colors, but they're locals to the area. They have Wissenland colors and a couple of specific flags. But as the day continues on, someone would have crit their perception check, and the word would be getting around now. It's like there appears to be an approaching force needing to be garrisoned. They look human. They have Wissenland colors, but I think I see a few witch hunter standards amongst them.
What kind of grenade?
I will be right back. I need to use that.
Lord, could you repeat the last thing you said? There was a little bit of lag on my end.
I think he had to step away.
Ah, I see.
Well,
He was exclaiming about the witch hunters being here, and Lucia said they're looking up and going, "Oh, this is going to go poorly."
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, it makes me giggle. I'm getting more racism than the lizard.
I haven't been outside.
I'm just pointing out I'm getting more racism than the lizard.
I legitimately haven't been outside. I have been trying to sort through the fact that I have conflicting feelings about half the party.
Wow.
Yeah, you. If at any point you need a disguise, Rodlin can hook you up.
It wouldn't occur to her to ask.
I mean, either of you, including Lucia, who's getting racisted.
Racisted.
Ah, yes. I'm being racisted.
that's another great term.
Being racisted upon.
Yep.
Look at you. When you were young, you wanted to race horses. Now look at you, racist.
God damn it.
No, he's got a point.
Yeah. No. The next morning, Thess will be up early, and we'll have breakfast done. But we'll very specifically be up early enough to leave breakfast at Lucia and Oscar's doors. Very specifically.
Bad news.
You have bad news?
I'm coming down off the high, which means I'm going to crash.
Yeah, well, it is, what, 10:30?
Yes.
It is getting close to our natural wrap-up time.
Yeah. And I mean, I still have to go into work tomorrow morning. I don't want to.
Indeed.
And I've got to be at a hospital in 6 hours' time, so there's that.
Yep.
Are you
I have to fix my sleep schedule for school.
Surgery, or is this another appointment?
Surgery is in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Sorry,
this is
shouldn't be.
No, that's fine. That's okay. No, that's the 19th. This is pre-op, so this is going in, then stealing my blood and a few other things, and just making sure that my body's not completely, just making sure that I'm fit and healthy enough for the procedure, which should be a formality.
I mean, if they steal your blood, make sure they give it back.
Once it's been out of the body, it's not that useful anymore. They can keep it.
That's true.
It's a good beverage.
Hold on, were you bitten? Let me make sure.
We should be checking Sage too.
All it needs is one frisk a little too kinky, and now we've got 2 vampires on our hands.
That's how they multiply. That's why you don't let one in.
I mean, actually, the thing with the blood kiss in Warhammer is that not only does the vampire need to feed from you, you need to feed from the vampire.
Even still, we should make sure.
It's a bit hard to do accidentally.
That's true.
It's happened once, at least.
Sorry, I just lost control of myself and I had to bite.
Well, the Von Cast
I got angry, so I decided to bite back. I feel like my cat whenever he bites me, bites my hand.
I need to give Moon. At some point, I need to give Moon a deep dive on the Lamians because I feel like he'd have far too much fun knowing exactly what they get up to.
Oh, I'm sure he would. Welcome back.
Fuck.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I just sounded like Moon there for a second. Sneeze, coughing.
No, we just sneezing.
Any sufficiently bassy voice sneezing will sound like Moon.
It's true.
Alright, so before I completely crash out, let's say our good night. I have been playing Lucia Blick. I'm sorry I haven't talked much tonight. I have been high as a fucking kite. I wanted to facilitate the game for my friends regardless of my level of pain. I hope they've had fun. I'm also Fiora, your camera person and streamer, who's, oh boy, my nose is numb. That's not good.
No, that's not good. Hi, everyone. I've been Thesserau, human of Lustria, and very emotionally distraught and trying to figure her shit out. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out over the next few little bits. Next.
Yes, hello. I have been Oscar Hertzsprung, and I have been played by Albion. A pleasure as always to join you for another evening and get to roleplay some serious fucking drama, which is always a laugh. So thank you all for joining us, and I'll pass you on to the next player.
I am Rental Aphid, and it's been my pleasure to roleplay Rodelin the Wanderer. The parties, or at least this session, Madman Wrangler. Or Madman Treater, I should say. And I look forward to the next time, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening or night, wherever you are.
Hi, I'm Shiny Star, and I've been playing Sir Andre Morehire, noble knight of Bretonia. And I happened to find my poor squire turned into a dog brain for a moment. as well as helping round up the madmen. Quite fun that was. Pass it on to the next madman in line.
And that would be me, Lenzabi. I've been the voice of Cletus. And also occasional gadfly, but tonight I didn't have any caffeine today, so. Ooh. Moon?
I am the mighty Moon, Lord of the Rats. It's been a crazy couple days, but it seems like things are starting to quiet down a bit. Don't mind that. Don't mind that force off in the distance. They're still like 2 days out.
They're showing up this afternoon, aren't they?
No, they're actually like 2 days out. They have a distinct lack of horses.
Oh, did they have to eat them?
No.
No, they had to carry their own shit, and only the officers have horses. I mean, yeah, they probably had to take down at least one of them, but
I see.
They went over the mountains like Hannibal and lost half their group.
Okay, there is no raid tonight because I don't have the energy to make somebody else's night. What I will say is, over on Fur Affinity, you guys have new stories. You have both chapter 2 of the Not Safe for Work story, and then you have chapter 17 of Here There Be Dragons publicly available. Chapter 3 of the Between Feathers and Federation will be available on Friday. I'm gonna go to bed now. Say goodnight, players.
Good
night.
night.
get back.
Good night, everyone.
Stab Moon for not saying it right. Good night.